Turning an ugly part of Hawaii's history into a lesson for future generations. Now the federal government is taking steps to preserve this piece of our tumultuous past.
It is a place many would like to forget. Now there is a push to preserve one of Hawaii's World War II internment camps by making it a national park. Here's KITV4's Brenton Awa.
Betsy Young calls it a labor of love, putting in over a decade of work to keep a part of Hawaii's past alive.
This is the long forgotten, unfortunately forgotten site.
That site is the former Honouliuli internment camp in Kunia. It's covered in brush now, but 70 years ago it imprisoned thousands of people, mostly Japanese, during World War II. The living conditions were less than ideal. The selection process of who was put in, downright unfair.
Here in Hawaii, they singled out the individuals and they selectively interned them. They selectively incarcerated them.
The burden was sometimes too much for families.
In many cases, families were torn apart. In many cases, the families that remained really were in need because they had taken the household, the breadwinner.
While those days are in the past, the fear is that without those stories shared, history could one day repeat itself.
We've all been out on the playground when one kid is standing all alone. Don't play with him, he's got the cooties. And it's because he's a little different in some way or another. And if we don't become sensitized to how that affects people negatively, then we keep doing it, and pretty soon it turns into bullying and cyberbullying.
Whether or not Honouliuli becomes a national park, volunteers will continue to use this location as a lesson.
By taking them down to some place like this, we are trying to make it a transformative lesson, something they won't forget.
And something that'll never go away. It'll still take some time before the Honouliuli internment camp could become a national park. The National Park Service just put out the proposal today. If it does happen, the landowner, the Monsanto company, would donate the area to preserve its history. Back to you.